Whcr 90.3 FM. If you don't believe me,
WHCR 90.3 FM, New York.
Now I'm looking at the screen, this video screen in front of me, and I see all of these people listening to this program, What's in Your Hand. It's a whole bunch of people. That is incredible. They are watching this program right now. So, you know what that means. It's showtime. Let's go get them.
Hush not, child, and don't cry. Your folks might understand you by and by. Just move on up toward your destination, though you may find from time to time complication.
Let me just put my uniform on.
And take the trip, though there may be wet road ahead and you cannot slip. Just move on up for peace you'll find into the steeple of beautiful people where there's only one kind. So hush not, child, and don't cry. Understand you.
Wow, you're listening to Curtis Mayfield. And this day, I had an amazing event that I attended yesterday. I'm excited. I met some amazing people. I'm going to be bringing some amazing guests, powerful guests, inspirational guests of all walks of life that's going to really turn on what's in your hand. But today, I need to be motivated. I need to be inspired. I need to be uplifted every day. This is a continuous thing of being inspired and motivated. It's just like you don't take a shower once and don't ever take a shower again. You don't take a bath once and never take a bath again. They say do it every day. I need to be motivated, inspired, and inspired and uplifted every single day. This is what I need. I got man making noise in the studio, banging up on all kind of stuff. But that's all right. Let's get it going. Reverend Dr. Adam Clayton Powell Jr.
As I know here, you're in trouble. Lawyer says about 30% are unemployed. That's why I'm working hard to get this surplus food here. Some of you say to me, well, I'm not like you. I'm not a congressman. I haven't got education. I haven't got work. But you're a human being. And you know what you've got? You've got in your hand the power to use your vote and to use even those few cents you get from welfare to spend them only where you want to spend them. Remember that. A young slave boy stood one day before the greatest ruler of his day. And God said to Moses, what's in your hand? And Moses said, Lord, only I've got a stick, that's all. He said, well, let me use what's in your hand. And God used that slave boy with a stick in his hand to divide the Red Seas, march through a wilderness, bring water out of rocks, manna from heaven, and bring his people to freedom land. What's in your hand? What's in your hand? George Washington Carver, who was so frail that he was traded for a broken-down horse as a slave boy. And George Washington Carver, sitting in the science laboratory at Tuskegee, told me, he said, Dr. Powell, he said, I just go out in the fields each morning at 5 o'clock, and I'll let God guide me. And I bring back these little things and work them over my laboratory, and that man did more to revolutionize the agricultural science of peanuts and of cotton and sweet potato than any other human being in the field of agricultural science. What's in your hand? Just let God use you, that's all. What's in your hand? I've got a string in my hand, that's all, and I'm flying a kite. And way up in the heavens, lightning strikes it. And I, Benjamin Franklin, discover for the first time the possibilities of electricity with a string in my hand. What's in your hand? Little hunchback sitting in a Roman jail? I haven't got anything in my hand but an old quill pen, but God says, write what I tell you to write. And Paul wrote, I have run my race with patience. I've finished my course. I've kept the faith. Henceforth there's laid up to me accountability. What's in your hand, little boy? All I've got is a slingshot. And the enemies of my people are great and big and more numerous than we are. Well, little David, go down to the brook and pick out a few stones and come on back and close your eyes if you want to and pull back that slingshot and let him go. And David killed the biggest enemy, the leader of the giants, against his people, and his people became free, just letting God guide a stone in his hand. And a few years passed, and David is a king. And God says, what's in your hand? He said, I've got a harp in my hand. He said, well, David, play on your harp. And he played, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Maketh me to lie down in green pastures. Leadeth me beside still waters. Yea, though I walk through the valley and the shadow of death, I'll fear no evil. What's in your hand? What's in your hand? Man hanging on a cross. I've got 2 nails in my hand. Father, I stretch my hands to thee. No other help I know. If thou withdraws thyself from me, whither shall I go? And that man, with 2 nails in his hand, split history in half, BC and AD. And what's in your hand tonight, people of Cambridge? You've got God in your hand, and he'll let you win because he's on your side and one with God, always in the majority. So walk with him and talk with him and work with him and stick together and fight together. And with God's hand in your hand, the victory will be accomplished here sooner than you dreamed, sooner than you hoped, sooner than you prayed for, sooner than you imagined. Good night and God bless you.
I am truly inspired. I am motivated by Reverend Dr. Adam Clayton Powell Jr. I got the brain wave flowing. I want to get the body wave flowing also. Ready? Let's go. Wow, did she say all night long? She want to get funky all night long. I want to be motivated and I want to be inspired all night long. Rick Young was just in the studio dancing. So, just imagine, this thing called life. This thing called life. Imagine we have everything at our fingertips that we need and that we want. And we have challenges, and some of us have bigger challenges than others. Could you imagine? How do you feel about people? How do you feel about people? All of us have got something challenges, but how do you feel about someone that might be necessarily blind, in a wheelchair, or autism? How do you feel about that? How when you see them, how does that make you feel? Well, I have a guest on the line that's going to motivate, inspire, and uplift us. He's got an amazing story, and I want to welcome for the first time to Whcr my brother, Rashid Solomon. Good afternoon, Rashid. How are you doing?
Hello, Mr. Rick Young. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. When I saw your story, I was captivated by your story. I was inspired. I knew when I first looked at it, I knew that I had to have you be a part of this program called What's in Your Hand. And, let's get into your story. Like you said, you had to learn how to become comfortable with yourself. What do you mean by that?
Yes. Well, my name is Rashad. A lot of people say Rashid, so it's very hard for a lot of people to pronounce. But being comfortable with yourself is all about loving yourself first. And I know for me, that was hard because I was born with cerebral palsy. I'm 26, and I got my first wheelchair when I was 5 years old. So throughout my whole life, I had multiple surgeries. And I'm also not the only one that was born with the disability, cerebral palsy. I have another little brother, Javon, who's actually 19, and we both have the same disability. His disability is more mental, and mine is more physical. But we both have had surgeries throughout our lives. So altogether, we've had 23. So growing up was really hard for the both of us. But as far as me, because I was my mother's first child born with a disability, I suffered a lot of bad depression, people viewing me differently, people trying to make fun of me, people picking on the way that I walked. And it was really hard because, people, when you go to school, when I'm in Florida, a lot of kids weren't prone to the disability CP. They just saw somebody that was in a chair, and they thought it was funny because they walked a certain way and I walked differently. Because I had walkers and crutches, and I wore braces on my legs, so sometimes I would wear shorts in school, and people would, be very rude and just try to make fun. And I really wasn't comfortable with myself until I was about 17. So before I got 17, there was always a suicidal attempts, me telling my mother I was depressed. I hated myself. I didn't understand why people would look at me and my little brother the way they did when we got out in public. And it would just be numerous of stares. And it would be from kids and adults. But the kids I can really see. But the adults, I really just didn't understand. So I hated myself. I just really wanted to die. And I would question my mom, and I would be like, I have another older brother who doesn't have a disability, so it's three of us. My older brother, there's nothing wrong with him. He's perfectly fine. And I would ask my mom, why did me and Javon have to go through it, and Rashawn is perfectly fine? And she would explain to us that we're different. God doesn't make mistakes. And she was the one that actually motivated me to love myself because she kept us dressed. She kept us dressed from head to toe, from elementary school to middle school to high. I actually received best dress in high school. I was the first person to get best dress in a wheelchair. My mother kept us dressed. That was her way of giving people something to stare at because they always looked at us. So she made sure that our hair was cut. She made sure that we had the latest shoes. We were dressed from head to toe, both of us, all of us actually. So by the time I was 17 and I started getting into my comfort zone, I was just like, okay, I'm comfortable with myself, and I really don't care what a person thinks. And I started really learning about CP more as I got older, and then I started educating people and telling people, this is not what happens. I'm not paralyzed. This is what it is, and it went from there.
Wow. I'm like welling up, man. I'm feeling all this emotion going on hearing your story. Your mother kept you dressed from head to toe, kept you sharp. I'm looking at your picture now, and you looking sharp. You got your tie on. You got your lavender. You got your lavender shirt on. You got your vest on, your tie. You got your hat cocked to the side. You looking smooth. Looking like a real original player.
A G. Yeah, man.
That's exciting, man. I love it, man. I love it, man, that you went down within yourself and you found your true self of who you are. And you knew that the shell wasn't who you are. You found that out. Yeah. How was that day when you discovered that greatness within you? How was that? Tell me about that day.
Well, it was my last suicide attempt. I had a conversation with my mom and my grandmother, who is actually really big into the Bible. She's a Jehovah's Witness, and she's really big into the Bible, and she always shares scriptures. And I told my mom, I said, well, you know what? My disability is not going anywhere, so I have to learn how to embrace it. And that's when I said I was doing the research and learning about cerebral palsy more, because I see it like this. I don't care how much I try to cut myself. I don't care how many pills I try to take. I don't care how much I try to put water in the tub and not get up. Like, it's not going anywhere. Like, people are going to be just as rude as they're going to be. And it's really hard for other people that have disabilities, because I am an activist now, to actually love themselves because of the way they're viewed. People actually don't think that we can do anything that we put our mind to because we have a disability. I was listening to you earlier. You brought up people that are blind, people that have autism. People are not prone to that stuff. What they are prone to now is, and it's sad to say, but drugs, sex, and money. Like, people don't really want to learn anything else about people that are disabled. When you look at these, the reality shows on TV, it's good entertainment, but what about something that people can actually learn from? And it's really hard because people don't want to see that. So a lot of people that have disabilities a lot of times are guarded, and they're very mean because of the way people view them and what people have said. So when I got the opportunity to actually feel comfortable with myself, I gave all praise to God first, and then my mom and my grandmother next, because they're the people that keep me grounded and going and doing everything that I want to do. Because it's hard. It's really hard day by day. I'm proving myself day by day that I'm capable, for me and my little brother. And that is the reason why I'm the person I am today and doing what I'm doing, because of him. Because, again, it ain't going nowhere. It's not going to disappear. This is something that we can't get rid of. So it's kind of like we kind of have to embrace it and learn how to live with it. But like your audio said before, the hand that I'm holding is God's hand. So as long as I got that hand, I'm fine.
That's it. That's what he said.
That's what I heard.
That's exactly what he said. Now, how did you meet the incomparable, the fabulous, the amazing Lynn Jones?
Miss Lynn, I love Miss Lynn. I'm gonna tell you a story about Miss Lynn. I actually was coming. I was at the movies, and I was dressed from head to toe. I was decked because when me and my little brother go out, we're dressed. So she stopped me. She saw me going across the street, and she was like, "Where you going?" And I kind of looked at her, a person that I didn't really know.
You was in a wheelchair.
I was like, "Yeah, excuse me," and she was like, "Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I see you dressed in all your polo." I said, "I'm actually going to the car." And she, she was giving me encouraging words about me, looking nice and being well-groomed, because, a lot of people who are in chairs, you don't usually see them well-groomed. They usually don't care about the way they look. They just come out the house. But that's not me and my little brother for the case. She was going to the car, and we were having a conversation, and she asked me, why I was in the chair, and I told her I had cerebral palsy. And she was like, "Well, how long have you had it?" I was born with it. I introduced her to my brother, who has the same disability, and I was telling her what I was trying to do as far as being a model and having my organization in Jacksonville. And she gave me her business card, and we've been Bonnie and Clyde ever since.
Wait, you told her that you wanted to be a model?
Yes. I've actually been one. I'm an inspiring male model in Jacksonville. I've been an inspiring male model for 10 years. So, and I have my own organization called Comfortable with Myself here in Jacksonville, Florida.
Comfortable with myself. And what is the Truth on Wheels?
The Truth on Wheels is who I am.
Okay.
I call myself Rashad the Truth on Wheels. I can be found on Facebook and Instagram at the Truth on Wheels, exactly how I spelled. I basically speak the truth to you, and when I'm done speaking the truth to you, I keep it rolling. Like, that is where the truth comes in at, and then you get the wheels. I'm very upfront with what I say. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but I don't feel like a person should lie either. So if you ask for my opinion, I'm going to give it to you. Not that I'm trying to hurt your feelings, but I'm going to let you know. And that is why people really don't have real friends, because they don't really tell them the truth. A lot of people tend to judge a person when their book is not even a bestseller and have no room to judge. So I don't judge people. I feel like I have no room to judge when I use a wheelchair and have all the problems that I have. Nobody's perfect. You know, everybody goes through what they want to go through in life, and they go through their own battles the way they deal with it, and you deal with your battles the way you deal with it. So people have to build their relationship with God on their own. That's the main thing about Comfortable with Myself. You know, we don't judge. People already go through enough, so we leave that judging out of the door.
Wow, I love the part of So you do speaking as well?
I do speaking as well, yes, and I do fashion shows here. I present a fashion show with a twist.
Wait, a fashion show with a twist?
Yes.
What's the twist?
The twist of the fashion show is that it's not exactly like a fashion show that you see. A lot of the fashion shows that you see showcase models that are basically perfection. And I'm told no. I'm told no every single time I try to do something. I'm not basically seen as a model in a lot of people's eyes, so I basically turn that no into a yes, and I present an equal opportunity for all.
So when can we get one of these fashion shows in New York City?
That's what we're trying to get to. Me and Ms. Lynn Jones was just talking about that.
When y'all was talking about that?
We've been talking about it. I'm trying to get it in different cities and states because I do it with my mom. My mom is the vice president of Comfortable with Myself, so it's me and my mom together.
What's your mom's name?
We have Cynthia Collins.
Cynthia Collins, okay.
Yes.
Cynthia Collins, okay. Is she listening to this radio show this morning?
Yeah, she's actually right in front of me.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me identify ourselves so people know who we are.
WHCR 90.3 FM, New York.
Yes, and my name is Rick Young. This is another segment of What's in Your Hand, another incredible segment of What's in Your Hand. I'm loving this show, and my guest is Rashad Solomon. I said Rashid the first time, right? But it's Rashad Solomon.
Yes, it's Rashad.
Right. You tell Cynthia Collins and Lynn Jones that we got to get one of those fashion shows here in New York City.
My mom is actually in front of me. She's standing here, so you can tell her. Mama, say hello.
Hi.
How you doing, Miss Cynthia Collins?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'm friends with Lynn Jones, and so she showed me this one sheet of Rashad, and I was like, as soon as I put my eyes on it, I just knew, like automatically. When my eyes hit, before I read one word, I knew I had to connect with this young man. I knew it.
Oh my God, that's awesome! Oh.
And make sure he tell you the name of this show. It's called What's in Your Hand. What's in Your Hand?
I got you, buddy. I got you. I'm up. I'm on everything. I got you.
Go to YouTube and put in Adam Clayton Powell Jr. What's in Your Hand, and listen to that speech. And you can listen to some of my past shows if you put in Rick Young What's in Your Hand or What's in Your Hand Rick Young. Due to the work of my wonderful brothers, Doug Frazier, the amazing work that they're doing here. So I'm excited about where we're going here with this radio station, and also connecting with people like yourself and giving a platform for people like you, because I'm so inspired right now. You just don't even know. I came here on a bus. I showed the bus driver your one sheet.
Wow.
And he was inspired. He was like, man, wow, go get him, man. And I was I took a train and a bus to get here. And I don't even really live that far. But it's like, it's a train and a bus thing sometimes. I'm on the train. I just showed it to a young man. He was inspired.
Wow.
Well, we're trying to come to you, buddy. We get to New York
Gotta
City.
make it happen. You know,
we would love to do the fashion show for you.
What's that?
We would love to do the fashion show for you there.
Okay. Let's sit down to the table. Get Lynn Jones and Cynthia Collins and yourself, and let's sit down and make it happen. People need to be. This is needed. What's going on in the world today? You know, there was a song back in, I think it was the 60s, late 60s, early 70s, called Ball of Confusion by the Temptations. Y'all might be too young to remember that song.
Oh, I know all about the Temptations. I ain't too young. Ball of Confusion.
Yeah. So right now we're in a ball of confusion with the politics and the schools and all kind of stuff going on. We need a Whcr Solomon like so badly. The world needs to see you. It's the reason why you was given that. That actually, I'm a student of Napoleon Hill, and he says, every adversity there's an equal or greater benefit. Well, you were born with an adversity, but you turned it into a greater benefit than what it is. That's what you did. I mean, for Lynn Jones to see you and stop you, say, "Wait, hey, who are you?"
Yeah, it was so funny when she stopped me, though. That's why I'm laughing, because she really stopped me. She really stopped me and asked me who was I and where was I going.
Yeah. When you going someplace, people want to know where you going. They want to say, "Hey, where you go?" Hey, people know and they see and they feel that energy. So, man, this is exciting. A model of persistence. What type of people are to qualify to be in your fashion show?
Well, we welcome people from all walks of life.
Mm-hmm.
There's really no judgment from the ages of 18 to 30.
Wow. Ooh.
Ages of 18 to 30, yes.
But
majority of our advocates that we have, some of them have disabilities and some don't, but some of them have iron deficiency anemia, endometriosis, juvenile glaucoma, ADHD, cerebral palsy, mental retardation, lupus. Did I name them all? Yeah. I think I got them all.
Well, the other thing is that, like, on the screen when I'm looking, and all these people are listening to this program from all over the world, you might be getting some calls from different parts of the world that want to be a part of what you're doing, because people love success. People love a winner. People want to be affiliated with a winner. And Whcr Solomon, you are a winner.
Thank you, buddy.
You are success. That's right. And people want to be affiliated with that. I want to be affiliated with that. That's why as soon as I set my eyes on I did not read not one word. I saw the picture and it was like, bam, I knew. Spiritually, it was like,
okay.
Huh?
I was looking at your thing on your website. You had an email. I'm going to send you a video to your email address so you can have the video.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to send you the Constable with Myself Facebook account. I will have a Facebook page for you to follow and look and see all the advocates and videos that's on there and stuff like that.
Yeah, my email address is boxing, the word boxing. I used to be a boxer. I was a pro boxer. No, not bad. I'm pretty good. I had 22 matches. I won 18 out of 22. You know.
That's good.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, I never really got like beat up in the ring or anything like that. So I had a great teacher, Bob McQuilla, and if you get to know me, I'll tell you about him at a later date. But so boxing, the number 4, and then the word success. Boxing for Success at gmail.com. You can email me, send me the stuff, and then we move forward. This will not be your last time on this program, and maybe we even get you on some other programs as well here at WHCR.
I'm excited, buddy.
At WHCR. And so I'm excited too, man, because, I just admire what you bring to the table. From your one sheet, it says, a message for people with disabilities. Something I didn't ask for, living with cerebral palsy. Its effect on my body, mind, and spirit. Scars that won't go away. Survived a total of 9 surgeries. Woo.
Yeah.
And you said, I hated myself. I wanted to die. I tried to commit suicide. So thank God you did not succeed in that one. That time, we're glad you didn't succeed. Becoming comfortable with myself. Giving up is not an option.
Yeah, but it's not. And I also want to point out too. I remember when you said a message for people with disabilities, but it's a message for everybody.
That's right.
So you got to understand, not just people with disabilities. You got people that don't have disabilities that's going through the same stuff, who've had surgeries, who try to commit suicide, and who's not comfortable with who they are. Mm-hmm. They don't like themselves. They do everything under the power, especially models. If you talking about the modeling industry, watching America's Next Top Model. I love Tyra Banks. I actually want to try to get my story to her. But when you watch this stuff, these models are so skinny and they're so thin, and they try to be the perfect size, or they try to have the perfect height, or the guys have the perfect body. Like with our fashion shows, once you see it's none of that. You have people that come in different shapes and sizes, blue, black, purple, 4'1", 2'1", 6'3". It doesn't matter. They just go out there and they represent what a model is in me and my mom's eyes, which is being comfortable with who you are. All that other stuff is out of the window. And I guarantee you, when you see this show, once it comes to New York City, you're going to be on your feet because it's a message. You leave the show with a message. Wow. I'm not going to tell you the message, but you'll leave the show with a message because everybody is going to share something with you.
Okay, no disrespect to Tyra Banks. I think Tyra Banks is great. This is no disrespect to her, but I think it's not really about Tyra Banks, because if Tyra Banks was doing the kind of show that you wanted to do, then there would be no need for Rashad. So
exactly.
So I Tyra Banks, let her work with the skinny models. That's okay. But this platform is for you. When here's the thing: when somebody say, "Well, Oprah should be doing this," and Bill Cosby should be doing this, and no, maybe that's for you to do. Maybe that's for me to do. Maybe it's not for them to do. It's an opportunity for you. So what do you say about that?
I understand. I agree.
Now, would you be offended if I called you crazy?
No.
You wouldn't be offended?
Nope.
Well, let me tell you what I mean by crazy. I do think you're a little crazy, so listen to this. Listen to this. This is Albert Einstein.
Here's to the crazy ones.
That's Steve
the
Jobs
misfits.
Talking. Bob Dylan.
The rebels. The troublemakers.
Dr. King.
The round pegs in the square holes.
Richard Branson.
The ones who see things differently.
John Lennon.
They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them.
Ted Turner.
About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because
Gandhi.
they change things. They push the human race forward.
Amelia Earhart.
While some may see them as the crazy ones,
Alfred Hitchcock.
we see genius.
Jim Henson.
Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
Rashad Solomon, you're crazy.
Well, I'm crazy. I am.
That's right. That's right. Did Cynthia hear that?
Yeah, she's right.
Yeah. So she don't mind me calling you crazy then?
No. She say she crazy too.
That's right. Oh, I like it. I like it. All right. That's what I'm talking about. So we're almost at the end, believe it or not. I got to get you back. I got to get you on my Friday. So I have a show Friday from 6 to 8. And we could really get into. We can have a little party because we could play some music. Like, I don't know. You heard the music I played before we started? I was jamming. I was up here jamming, man.
Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah,
but he getting it.
Yeah. I said because I wanted to get into a very high spirit. Music is very powerful. Let it not. Music is very, very powerful. The music that we listen to, the words, the lyrics, the rhythm, the beat, very, very important. And so, I wanted to get my spirit up as I'm speaking to you. You know, so I got to get you on my Friday morning show. Like I said, we have more time. It's a 2-hour show, and we could really get into some stuff.
Okay.
And you're in Florida, right?
Yes, sir. Jacksonville.
Okay, all right. Lynn was telling me that Jacksonville is not far from where I was born. It's Savannah, Georgia.
Oh no, you're that's like a 45 minutes to an hour.
Oh wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I could go see you guys in Jacksonville and then go see my family in Savannah.
Well, whenever you come down here, buddy, we can make it happen.
All right. All right. All right. So I want to thank you for being here today. I want to thank Lynn Jones for introducing me to you, and I want to thank Cynthia Collins for doing the amazing work that she did. I mean, she deserves all praises too, because she knew.
Yeah, she molded me into who I am. She really did.
I love this picture. I'm looking at this picture now, and I love this picture, man. You're looking so smooth and suave. You know, you got your hands crossed. You like, listen, man, you got your nice shoes on. Looking smooth, man. Like, this somebody like, hey, I love this picture. Well, I tell you, when I saw my eyes on the picture, I knew. I said, this guy got to be on my show, man. I knew it.
Wow.
It was a spiritual thing, yeah. So, okay.
I want another thing. I want to share this interview on the Constable with Myself page. So, is there a link?
Say it again.
Is there a link where I can share this on the Constable with Myself page?
We're gonna work on that. We're gonna work on that right away. Get that to you as soon as possible. The other thing is, let me have all your contact information again.
Okay. My direct email address, if you want to email me, is thetruthonwheels@gmail.com.
Okay.
So that's THETRUTHONWHEELS
Okay. And the what about Facebook?
Facebook, the Comfortable with Myself organization, just search Comfortable with Myself and we'll come up. CWM.
Okay, and do you do Twitter and all that stuff also?
No, I'm just on Instagram and Facebook. My Facebook is also The Truth on Wheels. My personal page is The Truth on Wheels, and Instagram too. Exactly how the email is spelled. The Truth on Wheels.
Okay. Final question. You get a phone call. Your phone rings. You pick it up. Hi, this is Rashad. How may I help you? Or if you answer the phone like I do, I always say, it's a great day. How may I help you? That's how I answer my phone. Because it is a great day. I learned that from Zig Ziglar, great motivational teacher, speaker, and motivator, Zig Ziglar. His people would answer the phone. It's a great day. How may we help you? So I just borrowed that from them. So you get a phone call. It's Washington, D.C. It's the president, Barack Obama. He says, hi, Rashad, I heard you on Rick Young Show, What's in Your Hand? I thought you were very good. I want to bring you to Washington because I think you have a message that the world needs to hear. We're going to fly out with that plane, the big plane that they flying. You can take a shower in there and everything, and kitchen and all that stuff in there. The big plane they got there. Anyway, they fly you out to Washington, and here you are about to give this speech to the world. What's your message to the world, Rashad Solomon?
Well, the one message that I would tell anybody is first you have to have belief in God and His Son, Jesus Christ, because without them, we can't do anything. You have to build a relationship with God. And, some people are not, and some people have the best relationship known to man. But I believe that with them, we can accomplish anything. So you have to have that relationship with them first, and once you build that relationship and believe in yourself, believing in yourself is first, because so many people are going to try to bring you down and tell you no, and you already know no is not a good word for me, so I tend to turn no into a yes. But you have to have a firm relationship with God, and you have to believe in yourself. And when you believe in yourself, it's amazing what the things that you can accomplish.
Now, what if a person is Muslim?
Well, if a person is a Muslim, I know that they have different religions. But again, you still have to have, it goes back to saying having belief in yourself. With any religion or with any person that you want to serve, anything, you still have to have that belief in yourself, because at the end of the day, all we have is us. So if you don't believe in yourself, then who will?
Right. That's it. Believe in yourself, man. That's a message to carry. And also respect. How about respecting others?
That too.
Because
that's when that goes with me saying there's no judgment, because I would never sit up here and say, I'm gonna give you an example. I'm just say for instance, if I'm in New York City and I'm rolling down New York City and I'm literally about to fall out of my wheelchair. Okay, well, there's somebody who may be Muslim, or there's somebody that may be, I don't know, I'm just going to use it, a drag queen, or there's somebody that may have, numerous of tattoos, or I don't know, is a midget, or may have one eye. You think I'm not going to have them help me out my chair? I don't want to fall. So if they say, let me help you, I'm going to let them help me. I do not judge a person based on how they look or how they are or what they do. And it's not my business. So again, I have the relationship with God. I tell people, you got to build it yourself. Whenever you're ready, you can be ready. I don't put no pressures on nobody, because Rashad has Rashad to worry about at the end of the day, but Rashad also wants everybody to love themselves first and be comfortable and believe in themselves, but it has to be up to you to do it. I can motivate you as much as I can, but you have to make the steps too. So that's another reason things are so bad, because people are so quick to judge instead of helping somebody with the helping hand or understanding the situation before they judge. Because I promise you, before you judge somebody, if you sit down and you have a conversation with somebody, I promise all that judgment will go out of the door, because you'll see what they went through. You'll see why they decide to do what they do, and you'll actually learn from them. Because I was the same way. I was the same way. But then I learned that you can't do that. You have to learn a person first. And so many people go through so much stuff. It's somebody that's listening to your show right now that is going through something right now. Suicidal attempts, people not liking them not being comfortable, them not believing in themselves. And it takes a while for them to get to that point, because it took me, but it can happen. You just have to believe it can happen.
All right. Well, this is the perfect song to end on, man. I want to thank you, Rashad Solomon. Talk to you soon. Continued success. Many blessings to you and your family. Cynthia Collins, Lynn Jones, and the whole crew.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Take care. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
All right now. All right, this is Rick Young signing off. Another segment of What's in Your Hand. Next weekend, next Friday, next Sunday, I got 2 powerful shows. Guaranteed it's going to empower your life. It's going to empower my life, so I hope it empowers yours too. I see you Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. and Sunday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Rick Young, What's in Your Hand. Peace.
Whcr 90.3 FM, New York. WHCR 90.3 FM, New York.
You're listening to WHCR 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem.
It's WHCR, the voice of Harlem.
WHCR 90.3 FM, New York.
It's the Manager's Mix. Sit back, relax, and enjoy my favorite tunes on WHCR 90.3 FM, New York.
Complicated past. I want love that will last. say I'm the one. Don't kiss and hug me and then try to run. I don't do drama, my tears don't fall fast. I want a love that will last. I don't want just a memory, give me forever. Don't even think about saying goodbye, 'cause I just want one love to be enough and remain in my heart till I die. So call me romantic, I guess that's so. There's something more that you ought to know. I never leave you, so don't even ask. I want love that will last forever. I want love that will last. I don't want just a memory, give me forever. Don't even think about saying goodbye, 'cause I just want one love to be enough and remain in my heart till I die.
WHCR 90.3 FM, New York.
Welcome to What's Going On. I'm your girl, Steph. I love sports. I love talking about everything from knockouts to big shots to Game 7 and game-changing plays. You need heart to win. That's right, heart. You'll think twice about everything you hear